Today we are going to discuss a case study Philips, and this is the first slide. You can see the headquarter of the or the main building of the Philips. It is situated in Amsterdam, Netherlands. So we'll start. Uh, Royal Philips Electronics, established in 1891, is one of the world's largest electronics companies in one of the most respected brands. So, uh, company Royal Philips Electronics, it was the earlier name. Now it is just Philips Limited. We see it is established in 1891, and it is Philips is, as we know, one of the largest electronics company in the world, and also Philips is the world's most respected brand. Anton Philipp and Gerard Philipp started Philips and Company in 1891 in Eindhoven, the Netherlands, by manufacturing carbon filament lamp. Their firm eventually evolved into a global company and today employs a workforce of 1,16,000 around the world. So, two people, Anton Phillips and Gerard Phillips, they started this Philip company. It is started in 1891 in Eindhoven. So it is very old company. It started from Netherlands, and in the initial days they were manufacturing carbon filament lamps. Their firm started as a small, but now it is a very big firm. It is multinational corporation. It is big conglomerate, and one of the uh, big companies. It is considered amongst the one of the big companies in the world. So it has got 1,16,000 employees around the world. So, a market leader in a medical diagnostic imaging, patient monitoring system, energy efficient lighting solution, and lifestyle solution for the personal well being. So, I have taken the screenshot of their website, and you can see how they have segmented their products. Like, first segment is sound and vision, second is personal care, third is mother and child care, fourth is household products, fifth is lighting, sixth is healthcare, and seven segment is automotive segment. Apart from these seven segment, they have spare parts, components, and accessories department. So this is how they have segmented: sound and vision, personal care, mother and child care, household products, lighting, healthcare, and automotive. Their major divisions are Philips Electronics, Philips Household Products, Philips Medical System, Philips Sound and Vision, Philips Lighting, and Philips Personal Care. This was the old this classification. I have shown you the website which I have seen is the recent one. The Philips manufactures more than 50,000 products across 100 countries, in which it also operates sales and services outlets. So, having 50,000 products, having manufacturing facility in 100 countries, and also they have also giving sales services, maintenance services, after sales services in more than 100 countries. Is so you can imagine their large scale operations. In 2014, the firm reported sales of around 30 billion. So by 2014, then they touch the $30 billion revenue. It offers product content and support in 100 countries and in over 35 languages. So Philip is customer centric company. Philip is customer oriented companies. They are providing manuals for the benefit of the customers in 35 different language, so that they should not face any problem in using their products, as their products are most of them are electric appliances. With the global outreach and products in many areas, Philips need to develop a borderless style of brand management to solidify its reputation as a global brand. So it is suggested that as their products are similar all over the world, they should have borderless style of brand management, and they should have one name, that is Philips, and they should use umbrella branding, and they should make this Philip brand as a global brand. The company has experimented with many different ways of doing this. Now Philip is that's why Philip been investing continuously in new technologies over 100 years. That's why in last 10 years, Philip company could able to sustain or able to survive. The branding of the Philips started when Aton Phillips created a logo for the company by using initial letters of Phillips and Company. The word Philips also appeared on the glass of its metal filament lamp. So how they are branding or positioning is, initially they started with the just name Philips and Company, but later on the logo has evolved. They started using stars and waves. Waves means radio waves, and stars means the sky. The waves passing through the sky. That's what they want to indicate. And they have also started writing Philips on the bulbs and on the their products. So this is a chronology of the Philips brand evaluation. Initially in 1891, it was just Philips and Company written in a different form, unique form font, and slowly and gradually their logo has evolved. In 2013, we see the recent logo, which is still in continuation. In 1898, postcards showing a variety of Dutch national costumes were used as a marketing tools, with the letters of the word Philips printed in a row of light bulb at the top of every card. In 1898, postcards showing a variety of Dutch national costumes were used as marketing tools, with the letters of the word Philips printed in a row of light bulbs at the top of every card. This I have the picture. I will show you at the end. So they here you just remember that they started using postcard for the advertising purpose in 1898. In 1926, Philips introduced a symbol that featured waves and stars. So you can see here, I have shown you, you can see the first and second logo, or in almost all the logos they have used waves and stars to indicate that the electricity and the lightning. In 1926, Phillips introduced a symbol that featured waves and stars. The waves symbolized radio waves, and the stars represented evening sky through which those radio waves travel. In 1930, the waves and the stars were enclosed in a circle as a part of the design. So we can see in 1930, 1930 and 19 you can see the logo in of 1938, where they have encircled these waves and these stars, so that the people should not get confused. And later on they came up with the shield. They should not face any legal action from the competitors or from the organization which has a similar symbol. They started using shield, and also on the shield they have written Philips, so that they should not face any problem, legal problem. The waves symbolize radio waves, and the stars represented evening sky through which those radio waves travel. In 1930, the waves and the stars were enclosed in a circle as a part of the design. To avoid the legal problems with the owners of the well-known circular emblem, and to find a trademark that would be unique to Philips, the company eventually created a shield including the circle and word mark, which it has used consistently since the 1930s. So you can see before 1934 they were not using a circle or shield or word Philips. So to make it their trademark, to make it exclusively for them, there should not be any legal action. There should not be similarity with the logo which they are using. They come up with the idea that the waves and the stars should be in a circle, and there should be a shield on which Philips should be written. So you will see stars and waves, and it is encircled, and after that they have written Philips above the circle, and that is protected by the shield. So that became the unique logo which nobody can copy. However, the marketing and the advertising have varied across products. So for the different products, they were having different advertisement or marketing campaign. In 1930 and 1995, all advertising and marketing campaigns were carried out at the product level and on a local market basis. So initially they did not promote the Philip brand. They come up with the different advertisement for the different product. The company thus found itself running many different marketing campaign at once and not allowing for a global representation of the company. So the problem was, they have a lot of products, and they have a lot of different campaign for each product. So the Philip brand, they were not getting synergy, or they were not getting benefit of umbrella branding. They were not getting, people are, uh, people are not considering them as a very big company offering many different products, because their marketing campaign was different for different products. So they wanted to have a synergy, they wanted to have benefit of all the product equity in one marketing campaign. So they started using one marketing campaign, through which they started telling the customer, communicating the customer, that Philip is a one global big brand. Between 1970 and 1995, Philips also faced tough competition from up and coming Japanese electronics companies, which cut into its market share. So 1970, between 1970 and 1995, many Japanese electronics companies, they started entering into the US and European countries, because in 1945 the Japanese companies were destroyed during the World War II, but they came up strong with the quality revolution, with the lean manufacturing, and with the total quality manufacturing, and different technologies. So because they had large automated, the Japanese companies have large automated plants, the Japanese companies were able to flood the markets with the inexpensive consumer electronics. So Japanese companies, they could able to produce electronic products on a large scale, and they were cheaper. Most of them, they were cheaper. This required Philips to close its less profitable factories and start creating larger and more effective units. To survive, Philips had to close its less profitable factories and start creating large and more effective units. The company also closed its business units in defense and home appliances that were not directly related to its core business. So, Philips started defense related appliances and home appliances. So, they were also providing equipments to the defense industry. They were also into the home appliances, but because of these Japanese companies, they had to close down these business, because they were not their core area. The company also closed its business units in defense and home appliances that were not directly related to its core business. To reduce the cost, it began sharing research and development expenses with other large corporations, including AT&T and Siemens. So uh, Philips convinced AT&T and T and Siemens that these were US companies, and they convinced these European companies and US companies that to face to counter the Japanese companies, we have to reduce our research and development expenses by using the same facility, same infrastructure. So we should not have to invest again and again in the same facility. We can share the research and development facility, infrastructure, and the equipments. So they because of sharing with sharing research and development expenses with AT&T and Siemens, they could able to reduce the prices of the product. Philips has always been known for its technological prowess and ability to innovate. It is credited with the introduction of innovative products, including the radio, audio cassette, video cassette, compact disc, and digital video disc. So in Philip was good at the innovation. It has innovated so many products, but the problem is communicating to the customer, convincing customer that these are the best products. So they have to reach to the customer and convince them to buy their products, because other companies also come up with the same kind of products which Philips has. However, simply being able to use technology in new and innovative ways was not enough for the company. It wanted to become a global brand and champion the idea that technology will improve people's lives. So the problem in front of Philips is to communicate people that whatever the products invented by the Philips are improving the lives of the people, easing the lives of the people, elevating the standard of the living of the people. For this purpose, Philips initiated a new branding campaign, Let's Make Things Better, that emphasized improving people's lives through technological solution. So again, Philips come up with the next marketing campaign, that is Let's Make Things Better. And with this Let's Make Things Better, they started telling the customer that our products are helping you to solve your problems. It will ease your life. It will make it simple to solve your problems. So you can see one advertisement. There is a customer is the cricket is going on. The batsman is hitting the ball, and one customer, Philips customer, is sitting in front of it with the chair. So it is advertisement of the television that their television has a clarity, such a clarity that there is very little difference between the live match and the match watching through the television. So their television has huge clarity, like a live telecast, like a live like audience watching the live match. The company rolled the campaign out globally in all the markets and related the campaign to all its products. This so sense and simplicity, then innovation and you. These campaign they started globally and started communicating the customers that their products are simple to use and better than competitors. This also brought the whole company together, gave employees sense of belonging, and provided a unified company look for an external audience. So because of these campaign like sense and simplicity and innovation and you, uh, Philips could able to generate synergy amongst the employee. The campaign's primary effect objective was to help Philips connect with the people. In this endeavor it was successful. So because of this campaign, people started connecting to the Philips. Nonetheless, the management team was concerned that the campaign did not convey the design excellence and technical superiority of its products. But even though because of this innovation and you and sense and simplicity, they were failed to communicate excellence in design and superiority of the technology. To identify the perceptions consumers had, Philip undertook a market research study of the more than 1,650 consumers and 180 companies who were customers of the Philips around the world. So they took major research. They undertook major research. They studied 1,650 customers and 180 companies who were client of the Philips. It also undertook the research among 26,000 respondents to measure the brand equity. So three types of respondents were there: 1,650 consumers and 180 companies who were the customers of the Philips, and that that is one research. And there was another research with 26,000 respondents for regarding the brand equity. So first research was regarding the perception of the customer, understanding the customer, and second was about the brand equity, understanding of the respondents. Focus groups and questionnaire help to identify focus. They use focus group and questionnaire to identify first the the new routes for moving the Philips brand forward, how Philips brand should be taken forward. And second objective was to enable the company to better understand its current market position. So first is they did research to know first how, what are the new routes to take the Philips brand forward, and second one was what is the current market position of the Philips. So these were the two objectives. The results showed that consumers believed they could rely on the Philips products and that the company did live up to its promise of making things better. The company also discovered that its core target group consisted of well-educated and affluent decision makers between 35 to 55. So through this research, they came to know that uh, Philip products are reliable, Philip products are good, and their target group is between 35 to 55. This group typically disliked the unnecessary hassle often created by the new technology and valued simplicity and efficiency in all fields. So they also come to know that third finding was first finding was their products are good. Second finding was the target group is between 35 to 55. Third finding was they like simplicity. They don't like complex and complicated technology. They want effective and simple solution for their lightning problem. Its members wanted technology that could get the job done without drawing attention to itself and were put off by the need to read and understand complicated manuals before trying out their new purchases. So customer do not wanted to read manuals. They wanted simple solutions, easy and simple solutions. Philips acted on this information by rebranding itself again. The new campaign was called Sense and Simplicity. The emphasis shifted to the benefits of the technology without hassle of understanding the technology, and this strategy still characterizes everything Philips does and reflects the market oriented nature of the company, and that is everything is designed to meet customer needs and consumer insight. So earlier, Philip was having a marketing. Philips acted on this information by rebranding itself again. The new campaign was called Sense and Simplicity. So earlier campaign was innovation and you. So innovation, for innovation, they come up with the term simplicity. Innovation, they wanted to simplify, and for you or for the customer, they coined the term sense. So it became sense and simplicity. The emphasis shifted to the benefit of the technology without hassle of understanding the technology. And this strategy still characterizes everything Philip does and reflects the market oriented nature of the company. That is, everything is designed to meet customer needs and consumer insights. So, what here Philips wants to do is Philip wants to make the technology simple and easy to use without understanding it, without having complicated knowledge of it, without having any problem for the customer. So Philip wants to make their customer user friendly and to simple to understand. So the research which we are talking about, where the Philips undertook the market research study of more than 1,650 consumers and their 180 companies to whom they were supplying the product. Uh, the objective of the research were to identify identify and test new routes of for moving the Philips brand going forward. How we can take the brand forward. And the second was enable the company to better understand its current market position. So Philips, the research Philips done, uh, the the first objective was finding out new routes how we can make the how we can take the Philip brand forward. Second, uh, to understand the current market position of the Philips. Third, uh, it undertook 26,000 respondents survey, and they tried to measure the brand equity of the Philips. So these three were the objectives. So what were the result of the research? Customer believe that the Philips products are reliable. Second, company did live up to its promise of making things better. Next is they also found that its target group considered of the people between 35 to 55. So target group was between 35 to 55. Next is this group disliked the unnecessary hassle created by the technology. So they wanted simple and easy solutions. Next is consumer wants simplicity and efficiency in all the fields. Don't want to read and understand the complicated manuals. So first, the conclusion where Philips products were good and reliable, and they live up to their campaign, that is the making things better. Then the target group was 35 to 55. Target group, their customer do not want to complex and complicated solution. They want simple and easy solution. They want simplicity and efficiency in all fields, and they don't want to read complicated manuals. They want simple products. So these were the findings or the conclusion. So approach one was products are designed for the customer. Approach second was products should be easy to experience, and third approach was products should be advanced. So products should be as per the need and want of the customer to solve the uh, problems of the customer. Second is it should be easy to experience, and third should be technology, they should be technologically advanced. So first is as per the need of the customer, second is it should be easy to use, and third is it should have advanced technology. So customer oriented, then easy to use, and they should be advanced in technology. So these were the three approaches behind the sense and simplicity campaign. The sense and simplicity campaign was based on the three premises. First, products are designed around the consumer. Second, they are easy to experience, and third, they are advanced. Philips continues to develop new products based on these three premises, and communicates its brand position through advertisement that target the core group with relevant and interesting content. The new brand positioning was proved to be a success. So these three becomes what we discuss here becomes their core values, and they started manufacturing products taken into consideration these values. In 2014, The company realized 5% growth in total brand value in Interbrand's annual ranking, its 11th increase in as many years. So they got the benefit out of this approach, out of this marketing campaign, and the change in the focus. So they got 5% growth in the total brand value in Interbrand's annual ranking. So their brand, they started brand building, its brand value increased, and their brand awareness increased. In 2004, before the launch of the new marketing campaign, the estimate of the total brand value was 4.4 billion by 2014, and it had more than doubled to 10 billion in 2014. So by in 2014, 2004 it was 4.4 billion, in 2014 it was 10 billion. So due to this marketing campaign sense and simplicity, the brand value has increased from 4.4 billion to 10 billion. This is brand value and not the revenue. So there are two questions: evaluate Philips sense and simplicity strategy. What are the risks the company faces in using this tagline? So uh, is the sense and simplicity slogan or the tagline is good? What is the risk behind that? That is the first question. The second question is regarding Japanese manufacturers. What strategies can Philips follow towards the competition from Japanese manufacturers? So I hope you have understood the two questions. First question is related to risk behind the sense of simplicity tagline, and second is the what should be done to counter Japanese manufacture. Now evaluate Philips sense and simplicity strategy. Uh, Philips Sense and Simplicity strategy was based around the marketing insight they obtained from the market research on their consumer segment. Philips wanted to make the technology hassle-free and easy to use. So from where this Sense and Simplicity campaign came, Philips did a research. In that research, they found that uh, their customer base is between 35 to 55, and these people don't want complex or complicated technology. They want products easy to use, and they want products simple to understand. So these products are required by their target group. So Philip had to provide these type of products. So they come up with the sense and simplicity campaign. It also motivated their morale of the employee. It also created synergy among the organization. Now risk with the sense and simplicity. As you can see, the sense and simplicity, this tagline or the slogan is little bit vague or complicated to understand. What is the sense exactly means, and what kind of simplicity we are pointing out. They would compromise on the advancement in the technology in order to make the things simpler. So customer may think that customer may think that Philip is compromising on the technology in order to make things simply simpler. So the people are not understanding that this Philip has done a research, and they come up with the findings, and they come up with the conclusion, and after that they have designed the sense and simplicity tagline. Customer only understand the tagline of the Philips is sense and simplicity. So what is the perception of the general people is what is simple is not technologically advanced, and what is technologically advanced cannot be simple. Technology is always complicated. So people may be in a dilemma, people may confuse, or maybe people may think this as a vague. The second is they would give the impression of less advanced electronics manufacturer because of its simple design and features. So some of the customers who do not have who do not have more literacy, or who are not more educated, they may think that this is very old company, or this is very primitive company in terms of technology. Philips Sense and Simplicity marketing campaign defines its focus for a new word where the modern consumer values ease of use and seamless user experience. So Philips want to give ease of use and seamless user experience to the customer. The modern consumer wants technology to make their life easier without getting in the way, and does not want to spend too much time spending up new purchases or shift through extensive manuals to get something going. So here Philip want people not to read the entire manual, not to follow the complicated steps. They want to make it easier and simpler. The new tagline is simple and inclusive, which is important for the Philips as it now has presence in several countries around the world. Having such an expansive presence means that its marketing strategy needs to be flexible and needs to vary from country to country in order to fulfill local needs and demands. The tagline therefore also has to be flexible enough to envelop its varying marketing strategies across the globe. So Philips has presence everywhere, and the tagline or the slogan or the marketing campaign should be simple to understand in each and every culture, in each and every country, in each and every market. In making its tagline generic so it applies to all of the Philips market share in every country, Philips has to made it vague, which is an issue. Sense and simplicity as a marketing objective can be interpreted in various ways. Consumers can be left wondering what exactly this sense and simplicity is. What is the Philips referring to? So this sense and simplicity can be confusing. What does sense mean in the tagline? That can be a question by the customer. The use of the term simplicity is also open to interpretation. Is it simplicity of layout and design that Philips is going for, or simplicity of use? If the consumers cannot interpret what Philips wants them to interpret and understand what Philips wants them to understand, their expectation may vary and might even end up being so different that the company finds itself unable to fulfill them with the product it is currently offering. This could lead to dissatisfaction among the customer. So if you cannot able to give the proper explanation of the what sense means and what simplicity means, people will be confused or will be in a dilemma or will not believe on what you are saying. Now second question is, what strategies can Philips follow toward competition from the Japanese manufacturer of the consumer electronics? The major advantage that the Japanese manufacturers have over the Philips is their ability to keep their prices lower. So Japanese manufacturers have uh, benefit from their lean manufacturing, benefit from the quality revolution, benefit from the TQM technology, uh, total quality management, and their innovative culture at the Japanese people, and the hard work which Japanese people are doing. So these are the advantages. Because of that, Japanese products are much cheaper than European and US products. Now, if Philips were to emphasize adherence to the quality simplicity of the design, the multilingual instructional manuals, and the sense that their products provide more value for money, they would have an advantage. So if Philip come up with the simple design, Philip come up with the quality, Philip come up with the manual in different language, then Philip will have advantage. The sense and simplicity campaign is all well and good, but the Philip should take care to ensure that advertisement are designed in such a way as to ensure that consumers understand the products in exactly what the company wants them to. So it is the responsibility of the Philips that what customer what they should communicate exactly what they want customer to understand about their products. Now Japanese manufacturers have a quickly captured the market share and other electronics manufacturers of the other electronic manufacturers, and are dominating the market because of their low manufacturing costs, which allow them to keep their prices low. In order to recapture its market share or avoid losing it to Japanese manufacturers, it can consider the following strategies. First is focus on providing value for money. Emphasis in its marketing campaign that the product it offers are offer quality that justifies their price point. Focus on the simplistic design and ease of use. Provide user manuals in different languages to attract more consumers. Instruction manual in the local language of the countries where its products are being shipped to will make Philips products more attractive to the local consumers. Market its products to clearly define consumer expectation and ensure that the advertisement are not as vague as its sense and simplicity tagline. Consumers should be able to understand exactly what the company wants them to and shape their expectation in accordance with the company's offering. So here what Philips should do to encounter the Japanese manufacturers is like focus on providing value for money. Their products should be Philips products should be value for money. Then only people will purchase their product. They should emphasis in its marketing campaign that the products it offers are of good quality and justifying the price. And the third is the simplistic. They should have a very simplistic design and they should have ease of use. They should also provide user manual in local language. So these are the different four five points. If Philips can use, they can able to counter the Japanese manufacturers. Now next is SWOT analysis of Philips: strength, brand equity, and brand value. That uh, Philip has got very good brand equity. Philip has got very good brand value. Philip is very old company, established company, and Philip is amongst the always remain the uh, world's top 100 most valuable brand. Second is Philip has a strong market position across all the segments. So Philip has a huge product line, large product line, and in all the product category, in all the product segment, they are at the top. Philips is present in diversified segments. They are present in healthcare, lighting, consumer lifestyle, and so on. Philip has acquired a lot of profit by using the strategy merger and acquisition. They have acquired a lot of companies which are making profit and adding the revenue to the Philips company. In 2015, they acquired Blue Jay Consulting, a hospital emergency consulting service company. In 2016, they acquired Wellcentive Health Management Solution Company. Now, fifth is significant bargaining power and wide customer base. So, because it has got good brand equity, Philips has got good brand equity and good brand value. Their bargaining power with the supplier, stakeholders, and customers is more. And Philips has huge market share and huge customer base because they are present into many segments. Now next is strong focus on research and development. Philips has 50 operational research and development centers spread in Asia Pacific, Latin America, and North America. Weaknesses: product recall. In recent times, Philips had to recall some products, example halogen bulbs, due to the safety concern. So it impacts the brand image, it hampers the brand image. Legal complaints: Philips has received more than 50 class action suits in the recent years. So legal action, legal complaints, and the uh, recall of the products are the weaknesses. Now opportunity: e-commerce platform, they can sell their products to philipsstore.com e-commerce platform. It is good option for the business to sell the products around the world. Then next is growth of the healthcare IT sector. Healthcare IT sector is growing by the 6%. So Philip has the opportunity to sell their products in the healthcare IT sector. Then next is male grooming products. Philip can sell their product in the male grooming sector, and it is growing by 8%. So it is also very good opportunity. Then threat in the SWOT analysis of the Philips has a competition from the Samsung, LG, Sony, etc. In health sector, they have a competition from Neurologica Corporation. In counterfeit goods, that is these are the products which there are the local companies which are producing products similar to Philips, and they are selling their products by the name Philips. They are changing some spelling, and they are selling their products, duplicate products. Actually, there are many duplicate products under the name of the Philips company. So it decreased the sale of the Philips. It also hamper the brand image of the Philips. Now rising labor cost in Europe. So Philips has lot of companies, manufacturing companies in the European countries and in US, and the labor cost in the European countries and in the US is increasing. So it is they it is because of increasing labor charges, the profit margin of the company is reducing. Main competitors of the Philips are Sony, LG, Panasonic, Samsung, Videocon, BPL. So this in the one of the slide I said that regarding postcard, it was said that how they are advertising through postcard. So I said that at the end I will show you the slide in which the postcard is. So you can see at the second number, the postcard we can see. They started advertising through such a postcard. First is Philips, right? Philips has written its name on the lamp. Then second, they were using the postcards for the advertisement. Then they on the radio also their logo was there, and through the handset, through the vacuum cleaner advertisement, through MRI machine, through light bulb, VCR, and CD advertisement. Uh, they were uh, they were communicating their brand. Next is product parity of the similarity and difference, point of parity and point of difference. So their competitor, Philips competitor, can copy their price, their different models, the lifestyle related products, then quality of the uh, Philips, then electronic product range. But what they cannot able to copy, maybe it is innovation capacity, research and development capacity, convenience which Philips products give to the customers. Then they have the competitive advantage in LED technology and compatibility of the products to various other products in or in the other markets. These are the unique features of the Philips uh, products. Then next is regarding sense and simplicity. Earlier, before sense and simplicity, there was a campaign, innovation, and you. So for the in after that research, they converted innovation to simplicity, and they converted you or customer to sense. Customer will sense, and simplicity is technology they have made simple, so that's why they are calling it simplicity. And for it is made for the customer requirement, so that's why it is calling sense. So these are the references from where I have collected the data. So this is all regarding Philips. I hope you have understood this case study. So if any question or any doubt, you can write in the comments. And for such a case studies, if you want to listen, you can always like, share, and comment on this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want similar case studies in the future. So thank you one more time.